Hi guys, this is Brittany with the Essence of a Curvy Girl and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing a Valentine's Day lookbook accompanied by my MUA Chelsea and also the creative director for the blog. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and to follow the blog, which will be linked below, along with my social sites. So I hope you guys enjoy. So to start, we're going to go ahead and use Porefessional by Benefit, and this is a great primer because it is silicone based and it's super velvety and easy to move around on your face. So using her finger, she goes ahead and applies it to my face, and I've already cleansed my face and used an SPF moisturizer just because I do have eczema. And before she goes ahead and puts on my foundation, she uses this Hydrating Mist from e.l.f., just like a setting spray before the setting spray. And now she's going to go ahead and apply my foundation. And because, like I said, I do have eczema, I use the L'Oreal Pro Infallible foundation in shade 211. And I like it because it is not too matte and it's not drying out my skin at all. And it's pretty even with my skin tone, so I don't have to do much color correcting at all. Next, we're going to set my foundation with the Fit Me powder using a fluffy brush. And just like, you know, my foundation, it matches my skin pretty well. And of course, we need to conceal and highlight. So using the LA Girl concealer in the color Fawn, I go ahead and I highlight all my poppin' areas. And she goes and she uses banana powder. I don't use it in my everyday look, but it is really good to use for professional shoots. Next up, it is, because we are supporting Black businesses, in my itsmyrayeraye palette, and we're using the color Mocha to go ahead and contour my face. This palette is super concentrated, which is great, so that means you don't have to use a lot of product. And why I do like this is because obviously, you know, Ray Ray is an excellent YouTuber and she did a really good job with this palette. The colors are cute and they work really well with my skin. Next are the brows. So I thread my eyebrows, that's just my personal preference, and she uses a spoolie to get the hairs ready and prepare them for, you know, the slayage of the brows, because we all know you are never fully dressed without some brows. So as I'm chatting in the background, just a little context, my friend from Grenada, Sade, is on the phone. She's calling, checking in to see what I'm doing, and she's commenting about whatever we were talking about. And so from there, you know, I really and truly don't do a heavy brow, but typically when I am doing a shoot or I'm taking pictures, my eyebrows need to be perfected. And so Chelsea goes back in and she preps my under eye because she doesn't want any creases from the banana powder. And using the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio, she goes ahead and uses an angled brush to put some shape into these brows, put some color behind them. I have really light brows sometimes, it may not see it, but in person they're pretty light. So she's working her magic on my brows because I suck at doing my brows some days, but somehow she always manages to just get that arch just right. Look at them brows. Honestly, Chelsea is such a good makeup artist and she's one of my best friends and she never lets me look stupid. And so she understands that I personally don't like a super heavy brow, but sis is always just slaying. And because, like I said, I don't like a heavy brow, she goes back in with her spoolie just to lighten it a little bit. And I just want you guys to appreciate that arch, because look at that brow. Yes, honey, it is slayed to the gods. And just to go back in to clean up a little bit, she uses some concealer just to also highlight under my brows, right on my brow bone. And I mean, it blends really well. And typically when we do my face, we use either a brush or a beauty sponge or a beauty blender. And obviously, as you can see, we used a beauty sponge. And what I like about the beauty sponge is just because it's just so much easier for me personally to use. And we damped it with a little bit of water so that it absorbs the product but not too much, and just gives us an even coating. So she just prepped my eyelids, and she's going to go on in with the Morphe, I believe is the 325 palette, just to get the colors going. And since it is a Valentine's Day shoot, we're going to go for something very romantic, yet subtle, but not too subtle, because you want to catch the person's eye, if you get what I'm saying. And she just, of course, goes back in because I have, you know, a little crease underneath my eye, because obviously you can see I'm cracking up and kind of ruining the job, but hey, that's what we do on shoot. So using the Morphe palette, which I'm not sure what color that is, I'm pretty sure it's like sable or something like that. She goes on it and sets the base shadow. Then she transitions into the Jaclyn Hill palette. I believe it's partnered with BH Cosmetics, and I really do love this palette. It is so pigmented, and these colors are phenomenal on my lids. Let me tell you, I don't like a lot of palettes, and I'm very, very fussy with the things that I put on my face, but this palette, bar none, it has done wonders for sis, trust me. And so the key to having a really good eye is all about the blending. As you can see, she goes into my crease and she puts a darker color just to give a contrast and just to show, you know, the different pops of pinks that you can use. You can use reds, burgundies, whatever you please on your eyes, as long as you blend it correctly and make sure that it's seamless. Nothing is worse than a janky eye, so most definitely don't forget to blend, blend, blend. So going back in, she goes for a lighter color, just because personally I like a little shimmer. That's just me. And so she goes in with a lighter color to give, as I said before, contrast. And as you can see, I'm looking like a sugar plum fairy. So this look is great for daytime, and it's great, you know, for someone that doesn't want to wear too much makeup but still wants to have the appearance of having on makeup. And so you can go with really subtle colors like this Valentine's Day, and even for the weekend, because oddly Valentine's Day somehow falls on a Wednesday. I mean, who goes out on a Wednesday really? So then she goes back in with another color and under my eye, typically just to give a good little contrast. And oh yes, best friend, show up the color, show up the color. And I have really small eyes, so putting a little color underneath my eyes sometimes helps brighten it and makes them look bigger than they really are. And I do wear glasses, but in the video I do have on contacts. And so typically she always wants to accentuate my eyes and make sure that they pop, because I mean, I think my eyes are some of my best features on my face. And so she goes on in to the little corner, put a little color, give a little zhuzh to the look. Then she goes in with a NYX, what is it, a bronzer, and she goes ahead and just, you know, bronzes up my face, also adds onto the contour. And she uses a MAC blush, I completely forgot what it's called, and she has lined my eyes. And using the itsmyrayeraye palette, she goes in and she starts to highlight. Then we move on to the lashes. So since I have small eyes, I use the Ardell natural lashes. It gives me more of a glamorous look just because, I mean, my eyes are so small, so they work perfectly for me. And when doing my lashes, we use the Ardell Lash Strip Glue just because I personally do not sleep with lashes on. I can't do it, so I need something to rip off as soon as I come home. And these do not take out my lashes. So with the fan brush, she's going in and just highlighting nose, cupid bow, the apples of my cheek above my blush, just making sure that I am ready, set to go. And using an eyelash curler, she goes ahead and pushes the lashes down in place and places some mascara on top of them. And of course, we have to set the look, and so we use some setting spray. Last but not least, I'm going to use my lip plumper from Buxom, and I love this because even though it tingles, it just gives my lips this juicy, glossy look. And there is the finished product, look 1 from day. And so now we're going to go to night. So now we're going to take this look from daytime to nighttime, and we're going to glam it up with some glitz shadows. So going back in with the Morphe palette, she's just going to build on top of the day look to give me something better for night. So going a little bit more darker, a little bit more glamorous. And she just goes back in to blend again because she did add another color to my lid, and she just wants to make sure that there's no separation and it obviously doesn't look janky. So yes, Chelsea, blend sis. And
baby, can't you see I'm calling? It's dangerous.
So she's going in with darker colors to set and prepare my eye for the glamour that is to come. Now, I am a big Britney fan, and I wish you guys could have been in the room to see my little dance, but here's a little sneak peek of what was going on, and I just love Britney Spears so much. She is my girl. And as you can see, I am a toxic fan. I have almost every Britney album, and I still take 2007 as one of the hardest years of my life, just because I was commiserating with sis. And so those are my moves. And she goes back in underneath my eye to add to the drama, just giving a little bit more shadow to amp up the look because we're going from day to night. So a little bit more product just to bring it all out. And then we go back in with the itsmyrayeraye palette to just add a little bit more shimmer on top of my eye. And so before she adds so much more glitter to my eye, this is a great way to just build on color and color. So guys, as you can see, I changed my lip color and sadly the video died, but I'm going to tell you all about it. So we mixed two colors from the ILUVSARAHI COLOURPOP collaboration. Yes. So the first one that she did on top is the Softii, and then she put on the bottom the Atole. There we go, Atole. So we mixed these two colors, and we also did a lip liner from MAC. What is it? Stony. Yeah. So here you go. That's the look. So this is the finished look from day to night. These are my Valentine's Day looks. Something a little more glam for those girls who want to go out on the town. And so I just want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow the Essence of the Curvy Girl blog. Love you guys. Bye.